Greetings everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Ra. I just want to show my face so that you can see that this is me. Alright, so I want to talk about the chakras today, and I'm advising you guys actually try to pay attention and make use of this information. It is very important. I just want to give you an idea how it is important for you to actually understand why it is necessary for you to align your chakras, right? It's very important. So this is a diagram. I'm just gonna still go inside of the different pictures so that you can understand. I'm also gonna talk about Kundalini, and bear with me. So let me just read what's there right now. Chakra means wheel and refers to energy points in your body. They are thought to be spinning discs of energy that should stay open and aligned, as they correspond to bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of our energetic body that affect our emotional and physical well-being. So what they're actually saying is it's very important. Actually, this should be activated naturally in everybody, right? This way it is able to sustain your well-being. Everything within your body becomes so healthy to the point that there's a strong field of energy intertwining with these chakras, and as they spin, making all of those sounds and vibration in each and different aspect of their colors and resemblance, they are able to sustain your well-being physically, spiritually, and mentally as well. So this is what assists your whole spiritual alignment to be to be in the connection of the universe and your crown chakra, which is the haven. It goes even deeper, that in a sense of meditation, when you keep on indulging with this forms of meditation, as you keep on increasing the vibration and strengthening your chakras, and also aligning them to follow each other, as you see the pattern there according to each and every chakra, then you are spiritually aligned, and this will affect you in a very positive way, that your physical well-being is properly balanced. You're healthy, you're very strong, your abilities are activated, you're able to see things before they happen, you're able to feel them to all that aspect, to the point of you growing in spirit, right? And this all carries your soul to the point that your soul becomes more powerful, and you're able to enter and tap into higher vibrations and dimensions. I want to click on this picture. I always advise people, you guys have better phones than other people who don't have, but you unable to access that information. Instead of searching for proper things, you just want to look at actually what's happening in the world, something that will never even benefit you, you know. So these are the chakras. These are the chakras. These are the 7 chakras. They have a different vibration, different sound, different ability as well, and they also have a particular day. I think I've said this before on Twitter, on which particular day one can actually be able to meditate upon that specific chakra, because we have 7 days in a week. They are aligned with these chakras, with the planets, with the elements, and the vibration. This is the root chakra. This is hell. This is hell. This is red in color, right? This is hell. And this is haven, which is your crown chakra, right? Now, when you're able to tap into this vibration field, you are able to actually motivate your chakras to be aligned. This is what it means when you align your chakras. You can never see this physically, but spiritually, when you close your eyes, as you keep on attaining into perfecting all these chakras to be aligned, you'll be able to see, feel their energy, and even their vibration, how they vibrate, their sounds. So I'm always advising you guys to align your chakras. This is what I mean by this, through this diagram, right? So all of these chakras, they have their power and source and their specific meaning. And this is where your sexual energy is, right? And this is where your kundalini, umbilini, the sleeping coil snake at the back of your spine it resides. Now, when it becomes awoken, it is motivated by your sexual energy, right? And then from there, it rises up But before you wake up in Kundalini, you still have to align your chakras first. By motivating these chakras to be aligned the way they are, it makes it easy for the pathway of your Kundalini to start rising from the back of your spine, as it keeps on going up and up in all of these chakras. Because remember, when it goes up in each and every chakra, there's a power that the sleeping coil snake has to share upon this chakras, so that it can be able to drive through and reach your Godhead, which is heaven. Now it goes to the point when we say, even your Bible says it, that hell and heaven, okay, the kingdom of heaven is not something that is physical that you can point. It is something that is within. Hence, when you wake up your Kundalini, it reaches your crown chakra, and that's when you reach your Godhead. Right now, you are God. Whose God are you? Nobody else God. You are your own self God. Whose God am I? I am no one's God but my own self God, right? As a sun consciousness, Ra. So when you complete and align your chakras and wake up your Kundalini, you become a complete power source of God. You understand? That's when now you're able to actually motivate other elements and be able to attain that power naturally through this aligned chakras. And this is what we mean when we say keep on aligning your chakra. You can do this through meditation, forms of yoga, eating a proper diet, sun gazing. And I want to be specific about sun gazing. Remember, guys, that the water that you drink has fluoride, and the food that you consume as well has fluoride. The toothpaste that you use has got fluoride, right? Now, the fluoride is there to attack your third eye, aka which is originally named the first eye, right? This is the first eye. Now, when the fluoride consumed in your body, it comes into this guy and it affects your pineal gland, your first eye. And when it does that, now you're unable to tap into the higher dimensions for you to be completely spiritual. That is why sometimes when people tell you about these things, because you are programmed, they don't want to actually listen. They just listen to what you say and then they look away, because that's the programming. It's the food that you're eating, and everything that is full of fluoride is affecting the pineal gland. That is why I always advise people, sun gaze. When you sun gaze, it declassifies your first eye, right? It declassifies your first eye to the point that it doesn't even affect it. So whenever you are exposed to the sun, it purifies all of your chakras, especially the first eye, right? That is why when I tell people to sun gaze, make sure that you're not wearing a hat, or whenever you're out, you just are taking a walk, make sure that you're not wearing a hat, because it is important for the energy of the sun to penetrate from your crown chakra into your first eye in all of your chakras, and that way you're able to absorb that energy in your melanin skin. It makes it even more powerful to the point that makes it so easy as well to actually activate your DNA. So with all the fluoride that's in the way, it is a problem, because the minute you consume whatever that has fluoride, it comes here straight to your crown chakra, and it affects your crown chakra and your first eye, so that you're unable to tap into the higher vibration. It even makes it even harder for you to actually concentrate in your meditations and think that, no, what you're doing, you're not feeling anything. It's because of the programming that has been ingested in you through the water that we're drinking and through the foods that we are eating. Hence, that is why I always say that eat more healthier, because it is important. It is important for your spirituality. If you really want to do this, you have to change your diet. Whether you like it or not, you have to change your diet. It makes things easy. Now, there's a diagram I just want to check. Let me see if I can find it. You know, guys, it's very important that you do this. Like, this is what will set you free. If you're able to align yourself and your chakras, then you're gonna be able to do this thing. You know, nothing can ever stand in your way. Nothing is this. There's this diagram that I'm looking for. Check this out, right? Now, I want you to have an understanding. Look at this. This is the universe. This is your universe. Look at this. It resembles a snake. From the end, that's where your Kundalini resides, the spiritual snake, right? This is where it resides. Listen, everybody has this snake at the back of their spine. and it awaits for you to wake it up. It takes you back to the Garden of Eden, and it even makes it even more easier for you to understand if you can look at what's happening in the Garden of Eden. Because I always say this to people, that the Bible is the stories from the stars. You don't have to take this thing literal. The Genesis is talking about the Kundalini. The Genesis is talking about the Kundalini. How you can create yourself to the point that you become powerful and become even immortal because of this. Now, the sleeping snake serpent, this is where it resides, right? And this all behind you is your spinal cord, right? What carries this is your spinal cord, which has 33 vertebrae of bones as a ladder for the spiritual snake to climb up the ladder to reach up your Godhead through this aligned chakras, right? So this is the pathway of a Kundalini, of that spiritual snake, right? In color, it is golden white, and as soon as it reaches your pineal gland, you become enlightened. You understand? You become enlightened to the point that you're able to see through what is really going on. You see through the matrix. Nothing under the sun will ever be hidden from you. And no one can also fool you of your spirituality, because it is your birthright to be like this and align your Kundalini. This is the universe. Your crown chakra is the haven from hell, which is the red chakra, up to the crown chakra, which is haven. Hell is not something physical. It is something that is of a low vibration. You understand? It is a yin yang, yin yang, yin yang, the negative and the positive, right? Now, this all together, they work in hand in terms of aligning and balancing you. Without this, you cannot reach this guy. Without that, you cannot come from here and be able to align all of your chakras. That is why, if you see it is red in color, the energy of it, that's where your sexual energy resides. That's what makes you purified all the time, and you keep your sexual energy to the point that when you meditate, you're able to use the energy of your sexual power to infuse all of these chakras and make them even more powerful. Not to say that you should be a celibate, no. At some point, if you've been withholding your semen, you're able to activate this guy and purify all of these chakras to the point that you're able to even reverse your aging, to age slow. However, this sexual energy motivate your Kundalini at the back of your spine to rise up and be able to actually reach your Godhead through the spiritual Kundalini. And when this happens, now you become a complete God. You're unstoppable. You step closer to even actually activate your supernatural powers in instant. You'll start to elevate. And they don't usually talk about these chakras. There are two chakras that are missing. These chakras are behind your shoulders. We call those chakras your spiritual wings, right? That's what you use when you elevate, when you start to fly. In your dreams, when you start to fly, it's actually you using those chakras. Because remember, when you enter the fifth dimension, that happens within your brain activity, it becomes even more powerful for you to make anything possible. Because by then, you are able to tap into this chakras and your Kundalini unaware in your subconscious mind, and you are able to do anything possible. That is why in the fourth dimension, anything and everything that you do there is real. It exists. But the life that when you wake up from that dream, what you're living right now is not physical, is not true, is not reality. The only reality that exists is in the fourth dimension, which is in your brain, your haven, your Godhead. This is what makes you God. That is already you, who you are as God. You just have to reactivate it and complete the unfinished work. So, this is very important, guys. The only time you can do this is by meditating so hard, crazy, 5 to 6 times a day. You will never go wrong. I just want to search something so that you can. I want to show you something, guys. Let me do this. No, man, what am I doing? So it is very important that you understand all of this, and it makes it easy for you to tap into this vibration. I want to show you this. I just want to show you the Kundalini. This is a perfect diagram. You see what happens? Yin, yang, the negative and the positive. One snake stands for your father's side of your ancestors. The other snake stands for your mother's side of your ancestors, right? Now, this is where it resides. When now you become aligned to the point that you actually activating your Kundalini, this is what happens. This is where it resides, right? Here are all these chakras. This is the base chakra, as it goes on and on and on. Now, when this snake wakes up within you spiritually, it goes in all of those chakras as it intertwines with those energy to reconnect and connect and be one. And then when it reaches here, it enlightens you, and then you become whole. You become activated with all that exists of nature within and outside. Here are the wings that I'm talking about. These are the crown. These are the spiritual wings that makes you fly whenever you enter higher dimensions in your dreams. Teleportation. You're able to do all of those powers, supernatural powers. Melanin, listen, melanin gods. You are supernatural beings. Before, we used to be like this. This was natural. It was not a taboo. It was not something that you should be scared of, or people calling each other witchcraft, the devil, and all of that, right? Those are the names to try to degrade us, not to tap into this information. When you are able to activate your powers, this is what your master, or the people who are trying to control you, thinking that they're controlling this planet and everybody in it, they don't want you to know about this thing, because as soon as you actually activate, you become unstoppable. Because it is within your birthright as a melanin child, as a melanin god, to be complete like this. When you become complete like this, you're unstoppable. You release your God within yourself. You become completely pure, to the point that nothing that is hidden, you won't be able to see through it to it. To the point that anybody who comes with some different tactics of religious manner, you will see through that, no, this is not what should be a lifestyle, because this is a lifestyle. And this is how you become spiritual. You get what I'm saying? So it is important for you to align your chakras and wake up your Kundalini. I also want to show this diagram. You see, all of these diagrams, as you can see, your hands, each and every finger is connected to the crown chakra. I mean, it's connected to all of your chakras. Like I always said, that your right hand side of your hand is a healing hand, is a giving hand, and the left side of your hand is a receiving hand, is the one that attracts energy. You absorb energy through it, and this is evidence through the colors of all the chakras, how it resembles and how you can use your powers within your hand, because from your hand into your chakras, into your crown chakra, which is your Godhead, which is your haven, right? You're able to access your abilities and make things, you bend things and objects within your hands. All you have to do is be connected and aligned properly, and everything becomes easy for you to actually turn up. Look at this. Don't they use this in the hospital? The breathing technique, they tell you breathe in and out so that you can calm down your senses. They're trying to tell you to calm down your power and be in control of it. See, this is a symbol they use in hospitals. This is the symbol they use in hospitals. This is the essence of purity. When you are like this, you are purified. The true baptism, because remember, this is your root chakra, right? Your root chakra is red in color, and as it is red in color, you are able to purify yourself when you wake up your Kundalini, because as soon as that happens, your whole body burns. It burns the old body, and then there arises the true spiritual body that is inhabited with your skin, with your spiritual soul, to actually activate this and be baptized in fire, not in water. If you think that you're being baptized by water, no, listen, you're not being baptized. The true baptism, even your Bible tells you so, that the true baptism is fire. Now, that is a pure essence of baptism, because it burns everything that shouldn't be embedded in your whole body and soul, and regenerates your body, and it prolongs it all the time. It keeps on regenerating your body all the time. When these chakras are activated, you become pure, you age slow, to the point that you might even become physically immortal. Already you are immortal, spiritual. Your soul is immortal. But tapping into this higher power and vibration, you're able to be immortal physically, to the point that if you die conscious, when you die conscious, you're able to control your reincarnation. You can come back now. You don't have to wait for certain energies to tell you this is where you're supposed to go. No, you're able to come back immediately and now and rejuvenate in the body, in your system, and become that person you were before. Because you died conscious. You died conscious. And this is what it means when we say the mental power, heaven is here. It's not there wherever way you want to point it. But if you want to have that mentality, then it's okay. You'll try to wait for somebody who will never come and save you. The only person that can save themselves is yourself. At the end of the day, I'm giving you this information. You make use of it. It's up to you whether or not you want to practice what I'm telling you. But if you don't want to do that, then it's also okay. It's a choice. It's a personal choice. However, to get it right, you have to be spiritual. You have to be spiritual to get it right, whether you like it or not. This has nothing to do with evil or whatsoever. They try to convince you that this is evil. No, it has nothing to do with that. All you have to do is wake up this sleeping coiled snake and reach your Godhead and be connected, as your hair is a black child, the antenna that connects you with everything that exists. It makes you even more powerful, because this is what you become. Already you are in the universe. You don't need to go in space like they always say. Already you are in the universe, right? But if you tap into this power, you connected with everything. And one thing that you should know, I didn't mention, is your brain power activity is more greater and powerful than the universe itself, because everything that you're seeing above, that is below as well, it's what's inside of you. You are a walking universe. You are a walking universe. Every time you think and have a thought and take another step as a black child in this planet, you are creating, and the universe keeps on growing within and outside. So you are carrying the universe from your brain activity, which is the haven. And nobody else can actually show this or experience it for you. You have to go through it. It is why it's called the spiritual path. The reason why it's called the spiritual path, you have to walk through it, because that's how you feel the truth. The truth is something that is felt. It's not something that is seen or no.